Hello everyone, welcome to Engineer Science YouTube channel, and this is our fifth lecture of evaporation, vapor pressure and boiling series. In this lecture we are going to discuss that what basically the vapor pressure is. Before starting the lecture, I would like to give you a brief idea about the vapor pressure. So the vapor pressure is the pressure which is exerted by the vapors of the liquid. Simple. But in this lecture we will get a detailed description that what basically the vapor pressure is. So let's start with definition. According to the given definition, the vapor pressure is the pressure which is exerted by the vapors of the liquid when the liquid is in equilibrium condition with its vapor. In order to explain the idea, we will consider a diagram and we will clear the concept through diagrammatical explanation. So here I consider a liquid cylinder, a container in which the liquid is placed and the cylinder is closed from the top. Initially, when the liquid is placed in this cylinder, there is no other process than evaporation. The molecules from the surface of the liquid starts leaving the surface and joining the atmosphere. As the time passes, gradually the percentage of the vapors inside this cylinder begins to increase. And obviously the reason is the increase in rate of evaporation. After some time, since there is large percentage of vapor in this cylinder, so we know that the vapor means gaseous phase has greater amount of kinetic energy, and the molecules in gaseous phase are continuously in motion. They are colliding with each other with the wall of the container. Since as the percentage of the vapors increase in this cylinder, some of the vapors strike with the surface of the liquid and rejoin the body of the liquid. Means we can say at this time a new process starts which is known as condensation. So what basically the condensation is? Condensation is not our concern in this lecture, but for a brief idea, you can understand it as the conversion of gas or vapors into the liquid phase is known as condensation. So you can see that some of the molecules strike with the surface of the liquid, collide with the surface of the liquid and rejoin the body of the liquid. Now we can say that there are two processes which are occurring in the cylinder simultaneously. The first one is the evaporation, which is obviously at higher rate. The second one is the condition, which is obviously at lower rate as it just begins now. So gradually we will see that more liquid is converted into gas, and due to increase in percentage of vapors, more vapors strike with the surface of the liquid and rejoin the body of the liquid. Gradually we will see that the rate of condensation also increase. So after some time, a time reaches when the rate of evaporation becomes equal to the rate of condensation. Means the number of molecules which are leaving the surface of the liquid and turning into the gaseous phase becomes equal to the number of molecules which are rejoining the body of the liquid. At this condition, we can say that the liquid is in equilibrium condition, and this equilibrium condition is known as dynamic equilibrium. So what basically the dynamic equilibrium is? It is an equilibrium condition of a liquid when the rate of evaporation of the liquid and the rate of condensation of the liquid is equal. Means the number of molecules converting into the vapor phase and the number of molecules converting back into the liquid phase are equal, becomes equal. So this condition is known as equilibrium condition, or we can say the dynamic equilibrium condition. At this condition, the pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid is known as the vapor pressure of the liquid. So vapor pressure is the pressure which is exerted by the vapor molecules of the liquid, but it is the pressure which is exerted in equilibrium condition. So when the liquid is in dynamic equilibrium condition, so at this stage the pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid is known as the vapor pressure. So this is the brief and basic concept of vapor pressure. In the coming videos, we will see that how the temperature can affect the vapor pressure of a liquid. But for now, uh, we should just understand that vapor pressure is a strong function of temperature. The value of vapor pressure can change with temperature, and obviously we can understand that it depends directly on temperature. As we increase the value of temperature, the value of vapor pressure will also increase. But in the coming lecture, we will observe this relation in detail with the help of graph. So thank you so much.